All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to Southeastern High Speed Route Friday Part 2. We're going to do a scenario here on the route real quick. Shouldn't take very long. I just got to find it. There we go. So we're going to do the joining in scenario. We're going to do a 375 service, and then we will be done for the evening. I was kind of going around the route looking for the collectibles. They've really hidden them well. It's getting a bit frustrating, I won't lie. I had to double check on the forums to make sure nothing was bugged. It is not. The collectibles all are collectible, all 100 of them. I'm missing 4 broken fences. So I may try to finish that up after I'm done here, but everything else I found, it just took several trips around stations, just looking at every nook and cranny. But anyway, so here we are. So we will get on this service. Platform 2, which is right here. So we are at the tail end of the route here. We're running down here to witness the coupling operation. So we're going to get another train joined to this one, and then we will, which looks like it's the one down there that is backing over to the switch. So then, yeah, we will run to this end here, take over, and do our service. So we're just waiting for the train to come up. This will be an automatic procedure. I don't think anybody has to get out and do anything. Latch together, the doors will connect, and this will extend, I think, out a little bit into the other doorway to create the seal passage between. Oh, 395. Nope. That was 395, is it? Yep. I did spot a couple of the train bows earlier today, a couple times when I was out running around finding the collectibles. I'm not sure why the doors just opened there. It was rather odd. I would have thought they would just gone right up and coupled the. Now, the weird thing, a moment ago before I decided to come in here and do this, oh, thank you to my one viewer for showing up. I was on a 395 service, took from from Rochester to Chatham, there we go. Well, they didn't really extend very much, but I think they have these buffers here, or springs or something to, for any kind of a sway or whatever. So they reopened the doors there. Okay. The train that I was on, it was a twin, two 395s connected. Not one, there was no operator in any of the compartments for that train. It was really weird. Like I was like, this is not right. Somebody needs to be operating the train. It's not going to be me. Yeah, very strange. don't know if that's just a glitch. I'm sure it is. All right, so where are we? Oh, we gotta go to neutral. All right, so where are we going to? Let's take a look real quick. We're gonna pause this and look at our destination. We're gonna put our information on there. So we are going all the way to Rochester. And here. Scroll down. It's alphabetized. Confirm location. Excellent. Okay. Lock the doors. We're going to put our notice board. Go to forward. Oh, set the DRA. Where is the DRA? Okay. Oh, let's get our other things on over here real quick, and then we'll be on our way. All right, let's go. Make sure we do all those little doodads. Max speed of 100 miles an hour. I think that 121 might be just past our max. That's 75. No, that's 75 miles an hour right there. So 11-kilometer journey to Sittingbourne. Here's our local train there. Too bad. Yeah, very similar to the 377 over on East Coast Way. I mean, it's other than the paint scheme and maybe a few other changes that I, again, could not really begin to explain. So, like I said, other people know these routes and everything better than I do. But it's, yeah, very similar in feel. I like now that I know how to put the destination information up here. So there's our destination, Rochester. Not to be confused with Rochester, New York, which a few years ago I went up there for the matter of fact, that was in this fall of 2019. Yeah. We did a day trip up there to go visit the Eastman Kodak Museum, or the Eastman House Museum, George Eastman, not the Kodak Museum, but the Eastman House. Pretty interesting. They were doing a lot of renovations and all that, and of course, unfortunately, we couldn't go out in the gardens there on the property because they had a bad snowstorm, and they were also doing some renovations out there, so it was closed off to the public. But yeah, it was a pretty neat experience. Long drive, oh my goodness. Long drive. It was our photography club for the community college I had graduated from, and then I was working there, so I did all the driving. We got a vehicle from the college. They have vehicles to use for like field trips and stuff, so it was like a large SUV, and it fit everybody. So we stopped off at Syracuse on the way home and had dinner, but Yeah, it was a pretty neat place to go see. So yeah, good times. We'll bump up a little bit more here. Yep, a little bit faster. Yeah, I figured a nice chilled scenario would be a good way to conclude our Friday journey on here on this new route. It is really nice. There's again a lot of stuff that they're working on fixing. Uh, don't know. There hasn't been any discussion yet. Maybe we'll know Tuesday on the next roadmap about what they're planning, and if they're going to even talk about the fixes and how soon do they estimate that a patch will be released for this route. I'm sure they're going to be, since it was just released yesterday. I'm sure they're already working, or they knew about some of the stuff before the release, I think. So they probably have already been working on it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll know something soon and get some fixes. Oop, they're still down. Below 137. So. Yeah, so and then hopefully we'll know, what's going to be upcoming. They did move another locomotive for this route out of production. It should be next arrival, so hopefully we'll know. But that you'll have to pay for that. It won't be free. It's an add-on locomotive, so I'm sure they're wanting to ride the hype of this route and get that locomotive out as quickly as possible to get to keep everybody interested in this route while they're working on other releases still. Hopefully, maybe also on Tuesday we'll know if what route might be coming later. Could be coming. I don't think it'll come this month since we just got this, so it could be sometime in March. So yeah, we'll hopefully know something here soon for what's coming. If they're going to even talk about that. I think their focus right now is going to be getting the fixes done for this, and then while they're also working on the locomotive for this route. I think that's pretty much out of production, but it's still in testing. That's okay. So for the collectibles, you have route maps. You have these little keep back from the platform edge signs, the newspaper stand thing, and then the broken fence lines. The broken fences are fences that look, they're the cast iron sort of looking things like these right here. And it's like broken up, and it's got a little piece of tape through the middle there. And then once you fix it, it's a different color, so you've fixed it. So yeah, I got to go through and find 4 more of those, and that's trying to find them amidst the foliage and going where could it be on the map. Trying to find if is it out of sight. I found one by the main. Found it. Let's see. So I found one, let's see, so wherever the main, I can't remember the name of it right now. It was like down by a street over here. I was like, oh, I guess I didn't know I could go down there, you know, because a lot of those times you don't know where the limits are until you try. So, I'm trying to think of the name. I should know it, but I don't. I know Faversham, but I don't know the other. I can't remember. But anyway, yeah. So it's pretty tricky sometimes. Finding those collectibles. I mean, I was missing a map and a newspaper stand. I was going back and forth, running around stations, looking at every nook and cranny, and it was just. So I found what I was looking for, and then I was like, oh, let me just hop in here and do this. So Raynham is our next destination here. Oh, I got that one. That's interesting. I don't have any yellow or anything. Oh, because it was just a test to see if I was awake. You know what we have to do is some points for that. I think after this I need to make some dinner and then get back to looking for my collectibles. Of course it would be practical, like if I just happen to spot it and I can just slam on the brakes real quick, but then we're going to be late for our destination. I know some people, you know, because running through here, see, there was a fence back there. Running on the route it's very time consuming because you can only go so fast. You have to, if you want to run, kind of, you have to hold down the right trigger. That gets old after a little while. So yeah, a lot of people say it's more practical to take a locomotive when you're looking for your collectibles. But when I was doing my collectibles for Sandpatch Gray, this is how I found some of them. I would ride up on top of the locomotive like this and just kind of scan, and look, you know, because of course there we were going 5 miles an hour, so it was easy to spot stuff. But the fences may be very well hidden, unfortunately. Again, you just never know where your limits are, is where you can go and can't go until you try. And you just hit that invisible wall. But, I mean, you do kind of see some of the details of the route as well up close when you're running around the route looking for your stuff. Let's see. We have one in front of us. I don't know why we would get those yellows. No, I thought I saw a different locomotive in front of us, a different service in front of us. Raynham, Gillingham, and after that we'll see where our other stops are going to be. Oh yeah, it was good. So if I make it there, if I stop before 18 minutes and 45 seconds, so I'm within that 30-minute window or 30-second window. Oops. I hit the ay caramba. Oh boy. Went a little too far. For it to reset. That's the tricky part with this. When you're trying to stop, it will. If you go too far, it's easy to go into the emergency brake system. And so you got to let it reset, and then you can get on your way. Yeah, we're definitely late there. Because normally, and this is the weird thing about this route. Well, it's not weird, but this route, for quite some time, a lot of the routes that we had or have in Train Sim World 2 were already previously released on PC. So people have already found the collectibles, have done the guides for it and everything. This is the first time that everybody's getting it at the same time, so nobody's done a guide yet for the collectibles. So everybody's in the blind on it. I did check, like I said, I checked the forums for Dovetail for the game. Somebody's already completed it on the Xbox. So I'm still missing this, and this. But yeah, I don't think anybody's found everything yet enough, or to the point where they can compile a guide and put it out. So yeah, they've really hidden, which I get it. It's some replayability and all that. There does seem to be some issues with the timetable right now. It's a bit unrealistic in that it only gives you a certain amount of time, so you're going to be late no matter how, unless you really drive over the speed limit. But that's not realistic either. But anyway, Gillingham and then Chatham, and then Rochester should be right after Chatham. So yeah, should be a fairly quick. So we got a 60 mile an hour, 97 kph coming up. I'm guessing this is some kind of a radio signal system, but you can't use that for anything. What? Oh, the headlights are on. There you go. Lighting for the passengers is on too. It's morning. They don't need those lights on. So yeah, hopefully Tuesday there'll be some good information about what they're doing for the route, the fixes, and maybe some estimations as to, or well, no, they never give an estimated. No, they don't. They don't like to give hard dates or anything because they have already, I think they've been burned in the past by the community. If they say it's going to be on this date and it doesn't happen, and everybody, of course, loses their minds. And so I think they just, they're just going to reassure everybody that they are aware of the issues, that they are working on them. Oops, a bit fast there. And that'll be as far as it'll go. It's a weird sound. Passing something, I don't know what that was. Oh, we might be on time for this one, actually. Interesting. We might be early. Actually, we're going to be early. Nope, I will be late. I misread that. I thought I'd said 25, 10:25, but... Say, well, we made up time or something. All right, Chatham's our next stop. Neat scenery here. Definitely think I'm gonna this one here before I try to find those last darn fences. But I just may try to do the fences tomorrow after I do this scenario. So we'll do something up there on the Oakville subdivision. I'll find a scenario tomorrow morning to do, and then we'll get that knocked out. We'll just do one. I'm just going to do one video tomorrow. That's the best bet. Here a little bit, or throttling. Kind of not a super warm day, but had a little bit more snow melt again. Parking lot's all cleared out. We had a little bit of snow last night, nothing too major. So a lot of it melted again. So I'd be happy with an early spring. I don't know don't think that's going to happen, but it'd be nice if it did. Going down to 48. Take it below that so that I can let off and coast, and I got a little bit of wiggle room there with the speed limit. Short little tunnel here. probably have to read the notes for the road map, because I'll be in classes that day. So I'll just have to pull it up. Try not to let somebody know that I'm not paying attention in class. But I should just wait. I mean, it's not like a life or death sort of thing. Instructors. So yep, Rochester's next. Yeah, not a bad little scenario. Something different. Well, these passengers sure take a long time loading. But again, they're doing. I mean, look at that. I can't remember ever seeing a full train, or darn near full train, of passengers on other routes. It's always, a few people here and there, or nothing at all. So that's really phenomenal that they were able to do that. All right, into the tunnel, and I guess we'll find it. 1.4 kilometers to Rochester, so it's not a very far trip. And then we'll be wrapping this up. So yeah, nice easy little scenario. No surprises, nothing crazy. So cab lights. Again, this one doesn't ever come on. It's always over there. Oop. Oh boy, am I speeding? Oh crap. Not paying attention. Breaking the law. Oh, that's not good. Got excited about showing around the cab. Alright, so this apparently I think is the old station for Chatham, I think. This whole area here. So it's no longer in use, you just pass through it. Yeah. We got a red there at the end. Keep us on our toes when we come into the station. Possibility of running red. Completely ruining the entire scenario. We're not going to let that happen today. Big one. Set the DRA off. That's gonna leave the train. Oh. Okay. Leave the train. Shut the door. And that's it. Voila. Ooh, I got a gold out of that. That's interesting. All right. Well, that concludes our stream for tonight. I will see you tomorrow morning for the we'll do Oakville subdivision. We'll do a scenario. All right. Take care. Have a good night.